You know, it's important because it's the next game on the schedule, and you know, we treat every game like it's the most important. So you know, that's how we're gonna approach it.
What I've seen from this team is that we have a better bonding. We pass the ball more. We share the ball a lot. We defend better, and we do a lot of things better. You guys should expect a lot because this year we got something to prove from last year.
Inside the 23-yard line of Northwest, and it's caught on the slip screen near side, and EMCC is going to stay on his feet. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, EMCC, Daniel Kroll Jr. And the Lions get into the end zone for the first time tonight, I should say. Trips left, wide side of the field, looking left. Now fires it over the middle. Caught, Mike Williams, he's all alone. Inside the 30, inside the 25, 20, angles near side, 10, 5, touchdown, EMCC.
Well, that was an outstanding job that time by the quarterback, Lindsey Scott.
Left hash the spot, snap to Lindsey Scott, comes around right side, now goes right back up the middle of the field, and he scores. Benji Parker wins it over EMCC in his second season here in Senatobia. Number 10 beats number 1, 61-38. Scott with the snap, pass pressure, pocket collapses, gets rid of it, caught by Merritt at the 30. He's going to get away from his defender. He's a track star, and he's going to go find the far sideline. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Fourth down for the 9. It's a pass caught near side. Mike Williams in the 5 makes another man miss, goes to the end zone, touchdown, EMCC.
I'm from Lake City, Florida. It's a small town north of Gainesville, about 30 minutes north of Gainesville.
I was born in Metairie, Louisiana, but I moved to Destrehan. But I mean, Metairie is this quiet area, nothing really much to do. I mean, it's Louisiana, so nothing too spectacular. But.
Who or what got you into football?
My dad, because I kind of like grew up, I was throwing football around, you know, play with toys and stuff like that. And I actually started playing when I was 5 and just stuck with me ever since then.
I would say my mom. But my first sport was karate at 5, and then a year later, when I was 6, I got into football. Probably it was video games, I guess you can say. But I mean, 6 years old on to now, I mean, I love the sport.
What level belt did you reach in karate?
Black belt, and then I stopped when I was 10.
Growing up, I liked Percy Harvin. I played for Florida, Jeff Demps. And then once I got a little older, I liked Tavon Austin, so I kind of wanted to play the game like them.
In high school, I played mostly running back. All my years I played mostly running back and then receiver. So usually both receiver and running back in high school.
I played wide receiver, slot wide receiver. My senior year I had 59 receptions for a little over 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. And they would have me like in motion, come out the backfield sometimes. So it was a lot of different stuff, but my primary position was slot wide receiver.
Out of high school, I mean, I had Auburn, LSU, Alabama. I picked Oregon out of high school, and then I transferred to Texas A&M to get closer. And then now I'm here at East Mississippi. It was probably Coach Sanders. I have a couple of other contacts that told me to come to East Mississippi. I mean, obviously it's a winning program, so I mean, that was probably one of the things.
When I first was about to transfer from Georgia Southern, I actually followed Coach Salas on Twitter, and I DM'd him and asked if they had any open spots, and he was like, yeah, he would give my film to the wide receiver coach, which is Coach Boykin, offense coordinator, and he was like they were looking for a wide receiver, and they called me a couple nights after and offered me a scholarship, and kind of went north from there. Scuba. It was different because I'm from Florida. You know, not a lot of small towns like Scuba in Florida, so it was different. But as far as my hometown, it's not real big city type area, but it had places to eat and stuff like that. With Scuba, it's just two gas stations, but I mean I kind of got accustomed to it fast. It was number football, which is what I'm here for, and of course education, get my degree and leave and go on to my next school. But it was a different process, but I'm used to it now.
My first day was July, I think, in the summer. Went to go talk to coaches and stuff, and then I looked at my dorm. I was like, wow, this is it's a little different from coming from a big university and then here. So I mean, it's mostly like it's kind of, when you're coming from D1 to here, it's like a high school, but you just stand here, you can't go home.
Well, with Lindsey, he came in a couple weeks before the game, and at first it was tough because, I mean, it takes time to get your timing down with new quarterback and stuff like that. And knowing that we only got 2 weeks before a game, it kind of had to force stuff. But as the season went on, we started off 6-0. We had a little bump in the road last week, but it's been good. But I mean, we got a lot of work to do, of course, but it's been good so far.
I knew Lindsey in high school. I mean, he's from Louisiana, obviously. I knew him in high school. He played at Zachary, all those touchdowns, and I don't know, he was doing some crazy stuff in high school. I mean, everybody saw that kind of stuff. And I mean, the bond we have here, I mean, just any other quarterback and receiver bond. I mean, obviously Mike knows also. I mean, the wide receiver room, we always turned, always in there in the receiving room. But I mean, we're just trying to bring the juice every day.
Kirk Merritt, electric. That's my guys. One of my best friends on the team, of course. We kind of came here together, and I bonded with him because I figured out that he had basically the same mindset as me, is coming here, succeeding, and moving on to the next school. And but like I said, he's one of my best friends. He's definitely electric, real fast guy.
Mike Williams, yeah, he's one of my best friends here. But every time he gets the ball, I mean, he's probably gonna get the ball. If he gets the ball twice, he's probably gonna score out of 2 of those catches. But I mean, if he catches a bubble, he's gonna probably take it to the house. If he takes a seam route, he's gonna take it to the house. So every time he touches the ball, it's electric.
Coach Boykin, great coach. He'll get on to you if you're doing the wrong thing, like any other coach. But he's gonna tell you when you're wrong, and when he's wrong, he's gonna tell you when he's wrong. So he's kind of an honest guy, so I like that about him.
Coach Boykin, he coaches offense and receiver. I mean, that's a lot on a coach, but I mean, he gets us going, and he knows a lot of stuff for us to get the ball in the open and make great plays.
Off the field, it's not much to do, but sometimes we'll maybe go to Meridian to eat or something like that, and go watch a movie. Like me and Kurt, one time we watched the new Annabelle movie. It was a nice movie. I was scared, but yeah, I mean, not much to do, but we'll just go to Meridian sometimes.
First, I mean, I want to win. I mean, we took an L last week, but I mean, that's just goes for any other team. I mean, anybody can get beaten on any given day, but the ultimate goal is just to keep winning and hopefully compete for a national championship. And obviously, my personal goals is, to go to a top-notch D1 program.
State championship, and if we get a chance at a national championship, of course, winning that, and taking care of what I have to take care of here first before moving on to my next school, of course. Just focusing on the task at hand, which is taking care of business here first, and everything else will take care of itself.
East Mississippi has done a lot. I mean, humbled me even more, and coming from a D1, big D1 program, but I mean, humbled me even more. I mean, class, you focus. Not really much to do here. You have Dollar General and 2 gas stations, but I mean, the only focus here is education and football.
It's provided my love of the game again. Like in my last school, I was kind of losing it because it was not my type of offense, of course. But when I came here, it's more of a high school type feel because it was the same offense I ran in high school, basically spread type offense. But it's really taught me. Well, it's just brought back my love of the game.
You hear it? That's opportunity knocking. East Mississippi Community College. Opportunity happens here.
Come on back, here go. You got it, Granny. There it is, good. It's better. I was 3 when I started playing, so my dad kind of got me into it. My mom wanted me to be, you know, the cheerleader and put the bows in my hair, but when I picked up a softball with my dad, it kind of went from there. I played travel ball. High school ball was really, really big for us back in Alabama, so we got into that a lot. And a lot of the girls that we played with picked up and played travel ball, so then we kind of transitioned into a really big team, and then we kind of wanted to get into college, so that's what our next goal was to make it to college softball.
I basically just played like rec league, starting from t-ball, travel team, ended up in high school playing ball, and so I've just played it my whole life.
Actually, my mom forced me to play softball as a child. I did not want to. I wanted to be the lazy kid. But no, she forced me to try out, and I got into tournament ball, and I loved it ever since.
I started playing softball because one of my friends was like pitching, and I was like, okay, I want to try it. So like I pitched it straight up in the air, and it came right back down. And then I was like, okay, I need to get better at that, and then I got better at it and just started playing.
I mean, my family's like really athletic. Both my sisters have played softball and cheered and played soccer, and we've done it all. My parents played college sports, so just ran in the family. In high school, I was just the type of player that was very coachable and could play about anywhere, but when I went to high school, I started playing outfield, and that's just where I love it there, and that's just where I've played since then.
It wasn't very hard. I had multiple pitching coaches, but no, I think I started pitching around 8 or 9, and so I started pretty young, but it wasn't too hard.
I played outfield, and I pitched, and I played first base, so I was everywhere. I mostly pitched though, and I would say I was an all right. I think I'm a lot better now than I was.
I was a little nervous. That was my first interview I'd ever had, so coming in, it was something that I didn't really understand what to do, so I did what I do best. I kind of made jokes, kind of worked myself through it a little bit with questions. I think David Rosinski maybe asked me something why I had criminology as a background, but I wanted to be a coach, and I think I told him that I could get away with murder kind of thing. You know, it was something kind of funny along the lines like that. So it kind of opened up with my personality a little bit, I think, and I think they kind of enjoyed that, to understand that I am one of those that can have fun and be there and try to be a good role model for our kids.
I actually reached out to Coach White. At first, I did not want to play college sports. I just wanted to stay at home and, you know, get the education process out of the way. But no, I reached out to Coach White because I realized I didn't want to be done after high school. It was just too soon.
I went to Ole Miss first and just decided that I was done playing softball, and then my freshman year I missed it, so I reached out to Coach White and asked her if I could come for a tryout, and she said yes.
I think it was like a mutual thing. I had a couple of friends here already, and they were like talking to Coach White, and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to go there, and I was like really nervous that I wouldn't go anywhere, and so I was just like, okay, I need to try to go there. And then she reached out to me and came and watched me play, and I came on a visit, and it just happened.
Well, there's so many schools in Mississippi. I mean, I still don't know all the schools in Mississippi, and I've been here going on my 6th season. But I mean, the process is a little different. Out of state, you only get 4, so that limits you just a little bit. But these kids in Mississippi, I mean, they're great kids. They just need someone to believe in them, to go after them, and to dive into them a little bit more. And I think that's what we do here at East Mississippi.
Talk about when you first got here to Scuba. What was your initial thoughts when you got here?
It's a tiny town. I didn't know what we were going to be able to do. I didn't know how the, athletics were going to be, and I didn't know what Scuba was before I asked Coach White. I had a friend tell me about the place, and so that's when I reached out. But no, when I first got here, it was very small, and I did not know what I was going to do coming from Madison.
I just heard of the very good football program and didn't know much about it, but I knew of it.
I was kind of nervous because I didn't think anyone would like me because I'm just a lot of stuff. But after that, I started making friends, and I enjoyed this place a lot, and I started to love it.
I think the main thing that we've done is probably the mental side of the game a little bit. I think we kind of dove in more to the physical side, making sure the mechanics were there, fundamental side, which are very important, an important aspect of our game, right? But the mental side is such a huge, huge thing for these kids because their confidence level is not always there. So our mental preparation has probably been the difference from 2012 to now.
Last season I learned a lot from the girls last year. I learned how to be a leader, and I learned how to lead the right way and just focus on the team and be a team player.
I've learned to let things go. I've learned not to hold a grudge. I've learned to be like a total team player, because if you do that, then in the long run, everything will work out better.
Last year, I learned mental toughness a lot, and I'm still working on that. It's always been a struggle with me throughout high school, being a kid and all that. But this year, I think I'm going to do better and focus more on having fun and leading the team.
I think that this year is going to be really good. I really feel like we're going to win a lot of games. I think that everyone has a lot of energy, and I think everyone has a lot of confidence in this year, so I think it's going to be really good.
I think this year is going to be very good. We have a young team, but out of the fall games we've played against some of the big D1 teams, we look really good, and I think we're going to learn from the mistakes from this fall and carry that on through practice and get ready for the spring, but I'm excited.
Poise, I think, is probably the best word that I could come up with. I mean, we've played Division I teams, and a lot of times you have these two-year schools that'll come in and they'll get nervous, or they kind of let things kind of crumble in front of them if they start making mistakes or things start going wrong. But for some reason, this team is very well-rounded in that way. They don't let things kind of get too big for them. They slow it down a little bit. So I'm excited about that, because in the past, we've kind of let things kind of get the best of us and get big, and when something happens, the momentum is kind of shifted, we kind of crumble. This team doesn't. They kind of are ready for that, and it's a good thing to see.
In the past few games, like this season is going to be very good. Our fall games have gone very well, and we've learned a lot of things playing a lot of Division I schools. And with that, we're just learning and growing on our mistakes from our mistakes during the last games, and I think we're going to be very good in the spring.
Rebecca Williams, she is a light for our team. I think she is the mother. She's the mother hen, I think, and she is one of those ones that will come to practice every single day working hard. She's a leader. She carries our team. She is so respectful, and she will continue to be that way the rest of her life.
She is the grandma of our team. She's very funny, she's sweet, she cares about everyone, she doesn't have a mean bone in her body.
She's always fun. She was interesting last year when she came from Ole Miss and nobody really knew what to expect, but no, I love her as a player and as a teammate and a person. She's just all around great.
Magnolia Keller, she is a light as well. She will bring fun, she will bring joy. She's a great kid, and she brings a lot of excitement to our team.
She is crazy. She's so funny, and she always has a smile on her face. She's always going to make sure you have a smile on your face. Whether we get down or, you know, we're winning by 10 runs, she's going to make sure everybody's happy and laughing.
She's very outgoing, and in any bad situation, whether we're losing or not, she'll always come in the dugout saying some cheerful words and just making everybody laugh.
Carly Thompson, she is a great pitcher. She is a great kid. She's a leader on our team. She's grown so much from last season. I've been so proud of the steps that she's taken to allow herself to be confident, and I'm excited to see where she finishes this year in the circle for us.
Carly Thompson is an excellent leader. She's very vocal, and she's a really, really good pitcher.
Carly is, I would say, the mom of our team. She has a lot of fun. She's really energetic too. She's very sweet. She's a really great pitcher, and she brings a lot to the team.
Coach White, she's very approachable. I've always loved her as a coach. She's so fun to hang out with and just talk to. I love how she's always putting school first and, you know, making sure that we're here for the right reason.
Coach White is funny. She can be mean sometimes, but it's for the best. She's a great coach. She's one of the best coaches I've ever had. She's taught me a lot more than I've ever learned my whole life. and she's definitely put me where I needed to be.
Coach White, she's a very good coach. She's easy to talk to and easy to ask questions, and she's very helpful and encouraging.
It's going to be a fun year. I think it's going to be exciting. Of course, we're going to have some ups and downs and some adversity that's going to hit us, but this team is ready, and I think we're going to have the best season that we've ever had yet.
You hear it? That's opportunity knocking. East Mississippi Community College. Opportunity happens here.
Two wide receivers to the near side, one to the far. Scott takes the snap, now looking down the field. He has a man, that's number 12, Rogers. He's going to make a man miss and slip down at the 5-yard line. Brandon Rogers with the reception. Scott takes the handoff and gives it to Price, and Price, this says no problem. Touchdown, EMCC.
Price follows that offensive line, who got a nice push, pushing the Coahoma defensive front back into the end zone. Nothing to it. He just gets the ball across the goal line.
Takes a snap, looking to his left to the single receiver side, going to heave it down the field. He has a man, and it's caught. That's number 5 that catches it, Dontario Drummond, and he's going to go all the way. 10-5, touchdown, EMCC.
76 yards on that completion, Glenn, and he just laid it out there perfectly. There was really good coverage as you look at the replay there and see it, but the wide receiver just stayed with it, made the catch, ran it into the end zone.
Shadow of the goalpost, that's not a good feeling. Here's the snap, he's going to punt it away, and it's going to be blocked. East Mississippi blocks it. Number 33 for the Lions catches it and is going to run it in. That's Tyree Evans with the punt return after the block. And the Lions are going to add 6 more points, 20-0, 7:47 to go in this first quarter of play. A man in motion now back across the formation. Mitchell takes a snap, going to fake the handoff, rolling to his right. He's going to be intercepted. That's Duke Upshaw with the interception at the 30-yard line. He's going to make a man miss. 20-10, 5. He's going to dive in over the pylon. Did he get in? Touchdown, EMCC.
The intended receiver was Eric Moore. Ball went off his fingertips, and again, alertness by the defense. They caught the ball out of the midair, and what a beautiful return.
Ball on the far hash, and Scott's going to take the snap, call his own number, go off the right side. He's going to make a man miss, gets down to the 20, now kick back out to the far side of the field, inside to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Taylor Crabtree in to try a 30-yard field goal. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good, so add 3 more points, 31-0 the score. Mark stands to the left of Lindsey Scott. Scott takes a snap, looking to his left, still has all kinds of time, finds a man deep into the end zone. Pass caught, Mike Williams for the touchdown, EMCC.
I don't know how you get that wide open, but he was standing there 15 to 20 yards away from the defender, and the quarterback just threw a shot. He threw a BB right there between the numbers.
Johnson will be in the pistol, and Mitchell takes a snap, going to hand it to Johnson. Fumble on the play, and East Mississippi's got it at the 24-yard line. Price stands to the right of Scott. Scott takes a snap, going to hand it off to Price, going across left tackle. He's going to stick his foot in the ground at the 4-yard line. Dive into the end zone, touchdown, EMCC.
He really accelerated on that cut back at the 2-yard line, and when he cut, He was just leaning forward, got into the end zone. Beautiful run. EMCC has extended the lead, 44-0.
Coahoma's going to punt the football away. The snap is back, and the punter, it was blocked. It was blocked.
It actually hit off the back of his own man. Looked like number 5, Cecil Cherry, was standing there, and the ball hit him right in the backside and bounced straight up and backwards.
Direct snap to Merritt. He's going to go across the left side, get inside the 1-yard line, down to the end zone. Touchdown, EMCC. Kurt Merritt, 3-yard run, adds 7 more points for the Lions. Scott, that is. Scott will call his own number, go across left side, dive into the end zone for the touchdown, EMCC. Lindsey Scott Jr. with a 1-yard touchdown run off left tackle. So 3rd down, 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Mitchell's going to take the snap and then throw the slant, but Duke Upshaw steps in front of it and takes it away. Interception, EMCC. Number 21, DJ Clayton, and it's blocked. Braden Boykin blocked it and then recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown for the Lions.
He was going right by the punter there as he just stuck his hand back, his left hand back, blocked the ball and just cradled it in the end zone.
Mitchell takes a snap, looking to the left side. It's going to be tipped up and intercepted by number 11. That's Jacob Anderson. He's going 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, EMCC. Jacob Anderson with the interception, pick 6. 72-7 is your final. East Mississippi wins the football game on homecoming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Hey, receiver, you got 7 balls.